Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Timberwolves versus Mavericks NBA matchup on Thursday, December 28th, 2023. Of course, we do tons of free picks at Pickdawgz, and if you love our free picks, you'll love our premium picks. Those are our best bets, and you can find them under the premium picks tab. Of course, we also have the Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays. These are meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, go ahead and text the number that you see on the screen. These are not available on the website. You got to text that number. But let's get to this one. It's the Timberwolves taking on the Mavericks. The Timberwolves come into this one 22-7 on the season. The Mavs on the back-to-back after, certainly playing some solid basketball. The Timberwolves, the last that we saw them was against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And really, one of the more dominating performances for the Thunder this season, because the Timberwolves have been really, really good. One of the best teams in the NBA overall record-wise. And to see them get dominated by the Thunder like that, especially late in the game, well, it's got to start raising some of those question marks because for the Timberwolves, they don't exactly have this long history of overcoming, that bad game and then all of a sudden, just riding it off into the sunset all the way into the NBA playoffs. This is a team that generally, when the pressure's been applied, they have folded over the years. And I think that what they're trying to prove is that this is a different Timberwolves team. And I think what we've seen from them through this first third of the season is it has been a different Timberwolves team. It's been Edwards' team, and he has been absolutely sensational. And we talk about on our live show, we compare Edwards to some of the other top players out there. Like before last game, it was, would you rather have Edwards? Would you rather have Shea? And I think most people chose Shea in that particular spot, but I would say that Edwards certainly has a skill set that certainly is solidly desirable, and I think it was seen as a tough question, and I still think it's a tough question, and it's one that's probably going to remain out there. Meanwhile, for the Dallas Mavericks on the back-to-back in this game, after playing at home on Wednesday, now come back on the road. And it's just a matter of watching this injury report and seeing exactly who's going to play. We know that Luka generally doesn't like to play in the second leg of the back-to-back. At least that's been the case throughout his career. But I think this year is a little bit different, as this Mavericks team, they are actually poised to win some games. And, after a really disappointing finish to last season, I think that they know that they need to take kind of a different tack towards things if they want to avoid last year where they didn't make the playoffs at all. I think, when we look at the Mavs coming into this one, they've won their last two games against the Spurs and against the Suns, heading into last night's game. But the thing is, prior to that, it was 3 consecutive losses: Houston, the Clippers, Denver. So against the good teams. So they've struggled against the better teams and have certainly gotten it done against the lesser. While for the Timberwolves, it's been a lot more even effort this season for them. And, really, it's been non-discriminate as to who the opponent has been. And that's because the Timberwolves really have gotten it done on the defensive side of the board. Third best in three-point shooting against and third best in the NBA in shooting against. And that's going to make it tough sledding for the Mavs. Generally in this game, I would probably lean towards the Mavericks because I think that's where the value is. But I think on the back-to-back, I think more, and with the Timberwolves being home, I got to go with Minnesota here, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. They're 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.